So now, for those of you that have been watching, some of you might be thinking, I don't have the time for all of this. You've been seeing what I'm doing, you hear what I'm talking about, and you think I can never put this into my daily schedule. He's doing way too much. But it's actually not taking very much time. The mind auditing thing is something you just do in real time throughout the day. So that's not taking your time. That's just a habit about something you do. Just you keep it in the back of your mind throughout the day. You don't sit down and think about it unless that is something you need, and maybe that something is good for you and you have time for that. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about doing things in real time. Just why did I react like that, and okay, and try to control it. That might be might be some work in the beginning, but then along it becomes a habit. And of course we have our days where we derail from that, but then it's just a matter of putting in a little bit of effort to get back on track. But if you go through it, I mean, I do 15 minutes of meditation in the morning, the weightlifting, the full set of weightlifting like I did yesterday, and going out for a walk or a run or going on my spinning bike. That's half an hour. And the mobility exercises in the evening are 15 minutes. So that's a total of 1 hour per day, spread out through the day. And the breathing I talked about 2 days ago, that's 10 minutes. That takes 10 minutes, and that's just something I do when I put my head on the pillow in bed and do that. So that's not taking a lot of time. And this is exactly what I need in this period of my life. I don't have a lot of time to work on my body and work on my mind. So this is how I do it. And that also shows how little of time I did have for the last months, because we have young kids that wake up around 6:30 in the morning. The last child is asleep at 9:30 at night, even though the other younger ones might be falling asleep around 8. Me and my fiance, we have time while this last one is awake to do maybe something around the house. But anyways, for me time, I don't have that until like 9:30, and for the last few months I might have been using that time to work on the house, to work on the company, or just something for the house or for the family. And then suddenly the clock is 10:30 at night, and if I'm waking up at 6, that means 7.5 hours of sleep, which is not enough. So I have been going through it. Well, I've done that more than once and more than twice to get burnt by the fact that I skipped sleep to get in the exercises, to get the body maintenance, and that is not a good idea. I'm not doing that anymore. Sleep must come first, no matter what, how much is doing it, how much of projects or engagements or anything you have in your life. You can't skip out on sleep. When you skip out on sleep, your body deteriorates really, really fast. Your mind goes away, your focus, everything. You get way more hungry. You eat a lot of garbage to feed that hunger, and that just spirals into a whole lot of mess. So yeah, that's why I didn't do anything for the past months, because I just really did not have time. The only way to make time would have been to cut back on sleep, and I have learned the hard way that I don't do that anymore. But then it's important to know, if you're going through a really, really busy season, you have to see a light at the end of the tunnel. You have to have an exit strategy like I'm doing now. Now I'm taking 1 month. I actually had more work to do while I was going through my fixing period, my maintenance period. It was supposed to be easier, but anyway, I can still fit in what I want to do. And next up is more break than Christmas, so I can put in more rest than like I would have wanted right now. But back in January, it's gonna be busy again, and next year is probably gonna be as busy as this one. So after a year, I'm probably gonna do this again. But that's the main thing. I know there are going to be months where it's not gonna happen. So that's not gonna mess up with my mentality that I'm also worrying about my health. I know I can take care of it later, but don't make any mistakes. Those months that I'm going through this are not good for my health. Not my mental health and not my physical health, but I'm willing to put in this work and put in this load on my body because of what I gain from it in my career, in my family and whatever. And I can just say that possession, yeah, that's part of it. But that's my choice, and like I said, I have an exit strategy. So keep that in mind. If you see you don't have an exit strategy for the next 5 years, you have to come up with some routine so you are not going to severely damage your health. Okay? Okay.